I have a confession to make. I feel very scared going home to Trinidad in February for my wedding because I will be going as a handicapped person. I will be using a wheelchair full time or my crutches because I have one leg. And back in the Caribbean, and I could only speak for Trinidad and Tobago, I think the attitude towards disabled people is not good. The country is not accessible at all. There'll be a lot of businesses like restaurants and beauty parlors and beaches and stuff that I won't be able to access because it's just not built for someone on a wheelchair. And I think that that's really, really awful. And you're just alienating a part of the population who already we're less off in a way that to feel like, okay, we already have this thing to go through, and now, like, as a society, you're telling us that we're not supposed to go to restaurants and go out to beaches because why? You're a handicapped person, just stay inside. That's really mean. Also, people stare a lot, like, stop, like, why? You never see somebody in a wheelchair before, you never see a wheelchair before. It makes people feel very self-conscious and like we're some alien that different from you because what, we're missing a limb? We didn't ask for this. Life was very unfair and dealt us a shitty deck, and that's why we're in this situation. You don't need to make it worse by staring at us not making your businesses accessible. We have money too. We want to go out and spend it. I'm not hating on people, but this is just a reality. Like, this is what it would be like, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. Like, I really want to go to the beach, so I will be using my crutches on the friggin' sand to end up on the beach, and I will be in the water with 1.5 legs, and you're gonna see me flapping about. But just like, if you know me from my TikToks and you recognize me, don't stare. Come and say hello and say that you recognize me from my TikTok, and that'll be better. If you staring and pointing at me, like, imagine if somebody was doing that to you. Wouldn't you feel really awful? If you really want to mind my business and ask me how come I have one leg, you could come up politely and introduce yourself and ask, instead of just like people pointing, whispering around each other and feeling sorry for me. I have no problem telling people my story. Again, no hate on people, but it's just like, look at yourself and recognize that you need to change. And Trinidad have a long way to go to accepting people with disabilities and handicaps. Something to think about.